Right. Well, that's crazy YouTube acting up there. Okay. How's everybody doing there? When the rain goes down, don't mean drown. Just grab your boots and dance around. A little mud never hurt a soul. It's how we grow. Yeah, it's how we roll.
The sun's hiding, but it ain't gone. Keep your heart turned on, turned on.
Keep smiling, keep shining when the storm tries to steal your song. Keep smiling, keep climbing, don't let the clouds go. Misery won't stay away. Misery won't stay where joy is strong.
When whispers creep in, saying you can't win.
Just shout loud and drown them out again. Turn the doubts into your fire. Every stumble builds something higher. When shadows linger like your spark, don't let them pull you into the dark. Keep smiling, keep shining when the storm tries to steal your song. Keep smiling, keep climbing, tell the dark clouds it don't belong. Misery won't stay where joy is strong. Misery won't stay where joy is strong. Keep smiling, folks. Welcome back to the program. It is Friday night, April 24th, 2026. Chris live in in Central Virginia, I guess. Sort of not really Southern. Central Virginia, Kings Dominion, just across the street from where I'm at tonight. Welcome back down here for the South African Braai and Potjie Fest. Good turnout today. Somewhere around 400, I think, showed up on Friday. That's impressive. Met some South African refugees that came to the early event, and I'm just going to keep smiling. I did forget something today. I forgot my Stormers jersey for the morning. So I won't have a Stormers jersey when I do play-by-play and color commentary of the Stormers in Glasgow tomorrow. I also forgot my toothbrush. I packed my toothpaste, so I had to go buy a toothbrush. Purple. Nice, hey? Got myself a new toothbrush. Anyway, welcome back to the program. No dark cloud's going to bring me down tonight, folks. Can't bring me down. So far the Potjie Fest, interesting. Enjoyed it. Met some lovely people today. So scored a little bit of stuff. Early morning South Africa. Okay, well, it's winter time there. You heading away. So I scored this t-shirt today. This is pretty awesome. So and on the back, a much bigger representation of the same thing. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I like that. So got that. They were selling those. Bought one of those for myself. Pretty lovely. Like that. Also, now this won't last nearly as long as that t-shirt will, but I'm going to tell you what. This stuff was fantastic. Oh, I had a taste of this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Chili biltong. Yes, that's right, folks. Chili biltong. Ooh, yeah. Blackie's biltong box. Yeah, this stuff is awesome. Given that the Burger King decided to close and I was still hungry, I'm going to have to break into that tonight. Or I'm going to have to break into this. Ooh, yes. Got myself some Groovos. Ooh, there you go from Blackie's, folks. Yes. Got 2 bags of that. Set me back a little bit, but everything's expensive these days. But these are pretty darn tasty, well made, premium air dried Groovos, and some biltong here. So yeah. All right, cool. So looking forward to enjoying that stuff. I'll probably have to buy another bag tomorrow just because I eat it all tonight. But apparently they did very well. People bought their stuff, so congratulations. That's Blackie's biltong box. So there's the, oops. There we go for the camera. I realize it's probably backwards on the screen. I'll portray it when I get back home too and share it so you guys can get there. So anyway, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, I really enjoyed that. Now I can actually get the chat over here. So a bit of a slow day on the channel. Just one additional subscriber. What's up with that? That's just odd. Okay, this is come on, should be showing me a live stream now. There we go. All right, so open that up, and I'll be able to follow the chat over here a little bit better than I'm doing on the phone. So there we go, top chat. So the other side says, "Good evening from Greeley. Welcome. I'm fine. How about yourself in Greeley, Colorado? Nice, nice out there." Okay, tomorrow Burger and Bev. Hope the rain stays away. See tomorrow. What's Burger and Bev? What's that, Just a Citizen? Good evening, Art Queen Liza. You certainly may WhatsApp me. Heather Paolini, good evening from cold early morning. You're very welcome. Bosch Zebra, welcome back, buddy. There's an OG. I've seen him in a bit. Leslie Ann, at last I catch the live. Never get notifications. Yeah, YouTube doesn't hate you. They hate me. No, you're right, Bosch Zebra. The Drovos and Bilton will not last long at all. That's the problem. I'll be eating that pretty. Ulrich Fenter, wow, it's Old Home Week tonight, folks. Lots of OGs in here tonight. Yep, you're very welcome, Art Queen Liza. Hopefully I can answer. Anyway, so yeah, by the way, I was right about these wristbands. It says VIP, but I'm not a VIP. Everybody's wearing them. It didn't go to my head. Everybody's wearing a VIP wristbands. Everybody's a VIP for this event. Anyway, it was lovely. It was great to see people just enjoying themselves. No politics, no nonsense, no hatred, no anything. Saw some Indian South Africans pop in. Saw some colored South Africans pop in. I think one black South African and the rest were most Afrikaners. Were Boer, but not all. Interesting. So good start. Some Americans rocked up too. Some married to South Africans. So anyway, yeah. So lovely evening. I enjoyed it immensely. So and the day. So tomorrow, no rush to get over there. So I'll do my news broadcast tomorrow on my channel, but also do the Rugby Ascendant. So looking forward to that. So going to be a busy morning. So tomorrow morning, the Stormers are hosting Glasgow, and they got to win this game. Cannot afford to lose this game. We cannot let this one slip away from us. Too many mistakes made by Stormers. Very difficult. So anyway, what's going on with you all out there? How is your evening? It's crazy stuff. Irony, anti-poaching director was killed by a black rhino while protecting wildlife. It's just Kevin is doing retrenchment consultations, and that's not good. And Julius Malema he pushes to jail a blogger, Kwawulo, over mocking court order and divorce claims. Finally, Julius Malema wants and sent to jail for mocking the court order, but he mocked when he was sentenced. So the hypocrisy in Julius Malema is just epic. That guy is going to wind up with a very unhappy ending someday, unfortunately for him. Yeah. Anyway, so Julius Malema. Still stretching my head about that guy. Anyway, let's get this here. Sasha Feinberg Umbululu is hitting his 50th cap as a Stormer. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize he played that many. So, Starfly half Sasha Feinberg Umbululu is set to bring up his 50th cap as a heading on a pivotal URC clash against Glasgow. He made his debut at a quarterfinal back in 2022. It's a must-win, top of the table encounter. Yep. Gotta win. Yep. Stormers have Damien Willemse, Wandesili Similane, Rohan Nell as the captain, Dan Duplessis, Leland Zass, Sasha Feinberg, Umzulu, Kubis Reiner, Evan Ross. Hey, Debbie. You're very welcome. Thank you for your membership. Kobus Reinach, Evan Ross, Ben Jason Dixon, Paul de Villiers, Ruben van Heerden, Andre Smith, Nicklin Fouché, Andre Hugafenta, and Tukum Kuno in the front row. Off the bench, JJ Kotza, Ali Kebbel, Zachary Porthman, Marcel Tennyson, Kiki Marabe, Imad Khan, Yuri Matia, and Marcus Muller. I don't know Marcus Muller. That team unbekannt to me, unknown to me. So Willemse will find himself playing at fullback. I'm not sure it's his best position. Anyway. Oh, Jan, 14 months flying sim. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So I don't know what's going on here. I pay for freaking ESPN Plus and I can't watch the hockey. That's bizarre. That is strange. It's telling me I gotta sign up for cable stuff. What the hell? I can watch it at home, but I can't watch it here. TBS. Oh, it's on TBS. That's why. Let me see. TBS. Turn the TV on here. Couldn't find it earlier. Vegas is losing 2-0, so not a good thing. Oh, it doesn't do the on-off button. It does this one here. So TBS channels. Is there a mute button here?
Only a Toyota.
There's a mute button. Guide. I want TBS. Okay. I don't see TBS anywhere. How can you not have TBS on cable? Everybody's got TBS. I'm not seeing anything so far. That's the news channels. ESPN Draft. Oh, softball. I don't care about that. We got ESPN channels at the wazoo. They've got soccer from Hamburg and Hoffenheim. Who gives a crap about that? Wow. Baseball. No TBS. Wow, that's just crazy. What the heck is WOW? I've never heard of WOW before. USA. Sci-fi. TNT. TNT, True, TBS. There we go. My goodness, I had to search forever for that bad boy. There we go. Now we got it back. Oh, that's a good picture, too. Unfortunately, they're in Utah, and Utah's winning 2-0 in the second period. So I'll check into that periodically. Okay, back to my hockey. You got it back. Well, a small crowd tonight. What's up? Nobody getting the word, or just, nobody interested? Is it Saturday morning? What's the issue? Hey, Marissa's here. Veroshka. Hey, Veroshka, what's going on? Favorites says, if you happen to find my son Ignatius' wife Natasha at the event in Richmond, please wish him a happy birthday. They arrived 20 March, doing very well. Natasha and Ignatius. I think I remember that favorite son. I don't think I met them. 20 March, doing very well. I'm glad to hear they're doing very well. I'll try to look out for them. I'll try to remember that. Ignatius is pretty easy to remember. Wow. Heidi, what's going on? You've been personally attacked this week. Confirmation you're doing. Yeah, no, I have. I've been attacked quite a bit this week, and it's just absolutely outrageous. But you know what? It doesn't stop me. You're not going to stop me from doing. Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying it. I'll say it. I have never said it, but God's work, doing God's work. So somebody's got to do it, and I'm the one doing it. Okay, friends with Mad Max. Well, I met someone tonight, but that wasn't the name I remember. Lovely couple I met tonight with a couple of kids, a boy and a girl. His son's birthday is tomorrow, so yep. I was avoiding wishing him a happy birthday because in German that's kind of it's a wives' tale. You don't wish someone a happy birthday before their birthday, so I didn't do that. So I told him, I said, well, I'm not German, but I got kind of German mentality when it comes to some things. Not that I have any superstitions, but did they score? No score. Okay. Yeah, so I'll try to remember that favorite son, okay? Ignatius and Natasha. Okay, well, Mad Max has a lot of friends, so, apparently. You'll be moving soon. Going to look for an apartment on Tuesday. Veroshka, are you staying in Carlisle or are you going elsewhere? I mean, if you don't have to answer that if you don't want to on air. Just curious. Anyway, welcome, everybody. 30 people here. Very small audience, but hey, we don't do this for the clicks. Okay, so that's not them. Okay. No, the names they told me. They're lovely people. I really enjoyed it. They were very kind. They asked me to join them because I was sitting by myself. I met a lot of people knew who I was. I was surprised. Many people didn't know who I was, but a lot of people came up to me and they thanked me for what I'm doing. Most of them not refugees. So it was good to see. Hey, Fods, what's going on out there in Denver, man? Mile High City. Are you getting high from all the pot fumes, from all the people smoking their weed out there? Art Queen sent me a WhatsApp. Okay. I don't have any refugee interviews coming up this weekend unless they agree to do it. I haven't asked anybody. If refugees want to do it, I'll do an interview. I've got my tripod, I've got my phone, But I'll have to record it because the internet over at the campground is pretty piss poor. So I had a hard time just loading up a few videos. So yeah, I'll record it, and then if any refugees want to do an interview. So big things have small beginnings. What are we referring to, Blood Club? Okay, apartment not in Carl, not exactly sure where, but close Carl, Harrisburg. All right, Varushka, thank you for that. You don't know geography yet, but you'll get it. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yes. Anyway, look, nobody's getting me down, despite all the impersonal attacks, whatever. It's, at the end of the day, I saw people, human beings, enjoying themselves tonight. All the small audience. Gotcha, Blood Cup. Gotcha. I saw human beings enjoy themselves and just, letting their hair down and dancing and having a great time. A lot of sulky going on tonight. The band is incredible. The Campbells. Anybody know the Campbells? They're really good. Yeah, I know they're not giving notifications, and this is not one people expected, so it's not surprising to me that people aren't finding it. So it's really terrible. But I mean, to be fair, this was I put this video out there just a few minutes before I went live, so a lot of people aren't going to be notified. That's just YouTube rules. I know that, but I didn't get back until around after 10. So no, you'll get the geography, Rushka. It'll come, especially once you have a car. If you have a car, then it'll make a lot more sense getting around. Yeah, but if you're just a passenger, it makes it a little challenging to figure that out. But yeah, look, YouTube doesn't give notifications. That's fine. We'll survive. We're up to 41 people now, so good to see you all here this evening. I come across so many people in the past week who watch my program, refugees and non-refugees, who don't ever comment, and that's fine. You're more than welcome to watch the program. No one's required to chat. It's really awesome, but when people chat, it really adds to the program. It's one reason why I engage with my audience so much. A lot of people don't do that, but looks like they scored again, 3-0. Oh, Vegas is really screwing this pooch. By the way, some really cool dogs. Some girl came with a basset hound. That's like, who stole your dog's legs? He's like this high off the ground. Hello, Jules. What's going on? Seen the Campbells a couple times. I think, well, they're here. They're here. So, and they were really good. Boy, that one guy can sing. I don't know the brother's name, but he can sing. He can sing anything, man. It was amazing. So, Utah's wearing their dark jerseys. I like their dark jerseys. I wanted to buy one when I was in Salt Lake when I went out to Twin Falls, but they're just too expensive. They want like $280. I'm not paying $280 for a hockey jersey. That's just crazy. Vegas trailing 3-0 now in the second period. Not good. What? Yeah, glad I missed the beginning of it because I just would have been disappointed. Alex, what's going on? Hey, Alex. You got a road trip tomorrow, Alex? As far as I understand, you still have a road trip tomorrow. Sydney Little, I don't recognize that name. Welcome, Sydney. As opposed to Sydney Large. Just kidding. Grok Matrix is back. Welcome to you. Yes. All right, cool beans, Alex. I think you're going to find he's a nice young man. I hope you get a chance to meet his parents. I spoke to his parents today after that shameful assault. Changed my WhatsApp to my U.S. number. Did send you. I think you did, Veronica. A couple of people did that. It's hard for me to keep up, but I'll keep trying to keep up. So yeah, took my chance and set the alarm 4 a.m. for every hour to catch the night owls. I'm sorry, Sumer. I didn't mean to ride your Bassett. Well, she had a good life, 15 years, right? No, I mean, I haven't seen a basset hound except on television. I think it's the first time I've seen one in real life. That thing is huge, man. It's like a diker is smaller than that. Art Queen Liza gave $5 super chat and said I'm number one. Well, thank you for that, Art Queen Liza. I really appreciate that. You guys are tops in my book. I mean, it's once again, I never once ever taken for granted my audience and those people tune in. Tonight, some kids wanted a photograph of me. They're like, wow, I'm going to take a photograph with a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber. I was really humbling to be called a famous YouTuber. That was very kind. And it reminds me I need to clean up my potty mouth a little bit. Kids watching the show. So I'll do my best to clean that up. Greetings from Las Vegas. Busy Brian catching it with all the date information. Well, thank you, Dean. Dean, did I meet you out there in Vegas, or you knew? I'm drawing a blank on the name. No power for a week. Ishkam. I'm sorry to hear that, Grok Matrix. That's horrible. Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted. Do I have that? Put that back up. I was trying to check my my solar production, but I can't get in my app because I got logged out of it. It's crazy. Special breeds. No, that's great, Sumery. Obviously, she brought joy to your life, and you must have brought her great joy too. Poor brother of famous actor Stuart Little. Hey, Sidney Little, that's funny. You got a good sense of humor there. I love it. Vegas, baby. I enjoyed my time in Vegas, but I worked the whole time. People think it was a vacation. A vacation now. You know, it's amazing. When I'm gobsmacked when I think about all the places I've been so far to meet South Africans. So let me just run through the list. Birmingham, Alabama. Twin Falls, Idaho, which I really enjoyed out there. I've been to Birmingham before, but it was nice. Then Rochester, New York. Dallas, Texas. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then Riverdale, Maryland, Las Vegas, and then it was Pittsburgh, Carlisle, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo. There's a dozen places I've been. This is the Baker's Dozen 13 in Virginia now. So Richmond, I'm down to King's Dominion. So it looks. South Africans are a special breed of people. Look, we've had a lot of people who've been moaning and complaining. But I mean, that happens. It's human nature. The thing is, eventually you just wear out your welcome if you keep doing it all the time. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Creators earn more money inserting ads the more viewers are watching. Give it a try. Okay, well, I'm not going to give you an ad right now. They want me to give you an ad, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so Vegas, baby, that's pretty awesome. Yep, so Viva Las Vegas. 48 people here, 36 likes. Red John's back. Wildlife can be dangerous. Best not to get too complacent around them. That being said, I'm about to be off Veld, my first light checkups manual. Okay, careful out there, Bosch Zebra. Marissa, I'm so happy. My mom and my brother applied for the program. Hopefully we'll all come together. Well, Marissa, that's awesome. My son is very happy in Richmond, says favorite. Okay, well, that's cool. Missed you in Vegas, but we'll follow your plans and hopefully meet you on the next one. Well, thank you, Dean. Yeah. No, I mean, so there's the two places so far, and this is anecdotal. It doesn't mean anything. Don't anyone run around and say, the Colonel said this. I will tell you that thus far, from my perspective, the two places where people are doing the best and adjusting the best, three actually, I'll say three, are Las Vegas, Twin Falls, and Dublin, Ohio. That's the three places where I've seen people with the most cases and the most success and people most content. There are lots of happy people all over the place, but I mean, those are the three that really stand out in my mind. Texas, yes, but there were a lot of people who still have challenges there. So, Hank the Tank, man, what's going on? See you tomorrow. Okay, all right, cool beans. Texas is amazing, says Red John. Red John, man, I love that show. There wasn't a show called Red John. It was called The Mentalist. Red John was his nemesis. Yeah. Yeah, Dean, I was going to say I didn't recognize the username. Sorry I missed you in Vegas, man. Vegas was pretty good, so. Tell refugees to bring Imodium and I had bad stomach bugs this month alone. Can't buy the counter. I must have a prescription. Americans can maybe help name meds. There is stuff, Jules, over the counter that you can buy for stomach cramps and for upset stomach. Yep. I don't have these problems very often, so I don't know them off the top of my head. But you're right. Imodium you have to have a prescription for. Reno Peterson says, how you doing? I'm very well, thank you, Reno. How about yourself? Checking in the rugby streams that come. Yeah, Bosch, I'm only doing one this weekend because the Bulls are on at 2:45 and I'll be at the Bry. I've been nominated to be a judge for the Poiki competition, so I'll be judging the Poikis tomorrow, apparently, unless they rescind that. So that'll be doing tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Wore my cowboy hat tonight. I'm a cowboy. Was catching up with my stepchildren in Georgia. They both got jobs, kids in school. They're doing great. Cannot wait to go to the USA. So, Debbie, I mean, it's great. We hear about so many stories of people doing well. I'm really happy to hear that. A lot of people adjusting very well. Unfortunately, some people aren't. So before they give up, they should really reach out to folks that want to help them. That can help them. Yep. All right. I'm right next to the train tracks. There goes the train. The whole building is shaking. The floor is shaking. Hopefully it won't collapse. Anyway, but there's a train trestles right behind me there. So we're up to 56, nearly a half hour into this. That's not bad. That's my old audience. I used to have 50 to 150 on a live stream. Usually around 75 was the average. But yeah, that's how it used to be on the channel back in the day. Family of 8. Okay, all right. So maybe I can help that family. Excuse me. Somebody said, "Are you human trafficking us out of South Africa? Where do I sign up?" People kill me. You guys are funny, man. Would have been on your way Tuesday. Completely unexpected. Had delayed due to personal serious circumstance, and they did not look at my tie at all. Okay, Sumer, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get sorted. Yes, I know, Randall. Most South Africans are still asleep right now. I know that. But because it's Saturday, but it's a work day, we usually give people. So, no, we usually do better than this time of night. So, anyway, especially since I waited till 10:30. If I do it 10 o'clock, it's definitely guaranteed nobody's going to watch. Okay, check into the rugby streams. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Let me go check and see the lineups here because they weren't listed earlier, so I'm going to have to write them down manually. I hate that. I hate that because, oh gosh, bless it. This chair is not sitting right. There we go. Saturday's teams. They finally published this 9 hours ago. Well, that didn't help me. I left the house before that. So let's see what we got here. We got Stormers in Glasgow. Okay. Stormers have never beaten Glasgow. 5 games. They lost. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Stormers lost 2 in a row, but so has Glasgow. Glasgow got smoked by the Lions last week. All right, Glasgow's got Kyle Rowe, Kyle Sten as the captain, Hugh Jones, Sione Tupelotu, Ollie Smith, Adam Hastings, Ben Schvar, Jack Dempsey, Angus Fraser, Ewan Ferry, Alex Samuel, Ryan Burke, Xander Fagerson, Gregor Hiddleston, and Patrick Schickerling. Oh, sounds very South African. Off the bench, Johnny Matthews, Nathan Macbeth, Sam Talakai, Dylan Cockburn, Yar Ogunti Beju, Sione Valiano, Stafford McDowell, and Jack Oliver. Egan Cross from Ireland is the official. Griffin Colby from South Africa and Dylan November are the side judges. Timo is Peter Martin from Ireland. So, yeah, the Lions have Connick. Lions keep winning games. But Connick is in good shape, too. They've won 4 of the last 5. So let's see what the Lions can do. The Lions have been informed. They have been the best damn team in URC of late. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the table. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted. It's very all right. Glasgow at the top. Stormers can push ahead of them with a bonus point victory, but they need to push ahead of them. They've outscored Glasgow. They're not the highest scoring team. Ulster and the Lions have scored more points now at this stage, but they are second highest point differential, 130 points. If they put a shellacking in Glasgow, they could take a clear lead. Both are 11-4. Disappointing for both of them. Leinster at 10-5. Is tied with Stormers. The Stormers have got to do something here. Cardiff is 10-6 now. Wow, they've won 50 points. Pretty good. Lions are in 5th place. The Lions have a chance to move up. That would be incredible. Connick is not in the playoff race right now. They're 8-7. So Lions beat them with a bonus point would give them 53 points, which right now will put them in 2nd place. But that won't hold over the weekend. So we'll see. Wow, the Lions have really impressed. The Bulls need to win. Their 9 wins and 6 losses. That'll make them 10-6 if they win. They need a bonus point victory to move up that log. But they're in 8th place, just 1 point behind Munster, 2 behind Ulster, 3 behind the Lions. Wow. So the Bulls, yep. You know, the Campbells, obviously Bulls fans. They said something about the Bulls today. I was like, oh, come on, man. Come on. Pretty cheeky. They were fun. So. It is 4-0 now. Utah is smoking the Vegas Golden Knights. Threatening to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Not going to be a good outcome for Vegas. That's not what they want. Right. Okay. So back to chat. Settle for the Bulls then. Thank you, Boss Zebra. Love to go to rugby because I've not been to DHA before and been to most, but I have a friend over and must pack up the house. Okay, Simmery. Well, I've been to DHL Greenpoint Stadium several times. Never attended the game at Newlands, but I've been to Newlands. Yep. And one of my viewers lives near there. I've heard from her in a while. Oh, you got your Jim Green shoes this week, says Red John. They're not American. They're still made in South Africa. They're shipped over here. The Lions have been my favorite team during this year's competition. Boss ever, I can't argue. Since their terrible start, they've been amazing. Spirals on the wall. Yeah, those pictures are up there. So, kind of weird. It's like bushes and it's kind of weird. Anyway. Yep. Anyway. Starting over is very hard, but it's worth it. I'm grateful for the generosity and love of Great USA. Well, you're very welcome, Bushwookie. It's our pleasure to help you. It's not a cakewalk. I've said that for people from the very beginning. An auction in Texas where Eland, zebra, and Hemsbach were sold. Interesting. No, Texas has that. They have some South African wildlife. Morty, if a person is residency in another country and moved back to South Africa, would there be a chance for FT program? I'm not sure. That's would my inclination say that it may work for you. The Nazca lines. Well, those were made by aliens, man. Don't you know that? Those are runways for the aliens. The Nazca lines are really impressive. I mean, this thing's going for kilometers and kilometers. Yeah, it's in the middle of a desert where things never change. So, the Nazca lines. Let me take a look at this. Okay, so created between 500 BC and 580, so over 1,000 years. It's crazy. Yep. By people making depressions or shallow incisions in the desert for moving pebbles. It is pretty wild. Different color dirt exposed. Two major phases from 400 to 200 BC and 200 BC to 580. In the 21st century, several hundred new figures have been found using the drones, and archaeologists believe there may be more to be found. Wow. The first published mention of the lines was Spanish conquistador Pedro Ciza de Leon in his 1553 book, where he described them as trail markers. In 1569, Louis Monzon reported having seen ancient ruins improved, including the remains of roads. Although the lines are partially visible from nearby hills, the first to report them in the 20th century were Peruvian military and civilian pilots. In 27, Peruvian archaeologist Toribio Miguel Esepe spotted them while he was hiking through the foothills. American historian Paul Kosok is credited as the, oops, finally Vegas has scored. Got it. Looks like Jack Eichel scored. Yep, Eichel got it. Vegas has finally scored with 6 something left in the second period. So Eichel gets the goal. He's a hell of a hockey player. Vegas was smart signing him. Mark Stone and Eichel. Johnny on the spot. Yep. Yeah. Barbashev tried to get it, but he missed. He knocked it free so that Eichel could swing in and get an easy goal for him. Anyway, yeah, so I'll get back to that story in a second. What's your take? Okay, I got that. They start from 199 here. 190, approximately 32. Oh, you're talking about the Jim Green boots, yeah. Been blessed and been to Newlands, won a competition with flights. Wow. Yeah, Newlands is no longer. I did a sad video about that on TikTok because it was gone out. The pair I bought was, yeah, so my bag was heavy, says Rich on. Shouldn't think it Ramsey, yes, otherwise you'll never buy anything. Yeah, well, maybe you should never buy anything. Go Knights go. That's right, Dean. Go Knights go. But they're now trailing 4-1. Well, and 19 shots on goal, but Utah has 11 shots on goal and they've scored 4 goals. That's crazy. Riley Smith out there at the blue line. Vegas controlling the puck back inside their own red zone. Out to mid-ice. The ball's pitched down to the corner. Retrieved by Utah. Mark Stone comes down there, lays a hit. But Utah retains possession of the puck. Now they shoot it up towards the blue line over center ice, coming into the Vegas zone. They've got numbers out to the wing, and there's a shot on goal. No, it's intercepted. Anyway, yeah. So people made some really bad comments of you in one of the refugee WhatsApp groups. Well, I just exited. They don't see what you do for refugees behind the scenes. Well, screw them. Screw them. The refugee WhatsApp groups. Screw them entirely. They can go pound sand. They can go pound sand. This is all driven by that demon, evil spawn woman. Yep. And why are they saying bad things about me, Debbie? Why were they saying it? Because I made a video about people going back? So wannabe refugees are angry with me because I'm calling out people who want to go back? Please, Debbie, elaborate, because now I'm curious. I'm very curious now. Yeah, you can wear them to travel and then pack lighter shoes. Yep. That way they don't take up so much weight in your bag. Spending RAM when not earning dollars is gut-wrenching. Yes, Bush Wookie, it can be painful. Yes, Sally, etc. I don't know what Sally is. I'm lost, Debbie. You have to understand this concerted effort by people who have no substance, who are trying to undermine me. And if people are dumb enough to fall for it, well, then they're rubes. That's their problem. It doesn't matter what I do behind the scenes. What I do in front of the camera for South Africans is more than enough. More than enough. But yes, what I do behind the scenes is a hell of a lot more than most people realize. So, Debbie, I'm not really sure what you're saying there. Sally, etc. No, these are evil people. These are ferrailles. What this is no different than the Scott Balson crowd. This is the same thing. Scott Balson's sycophantic losers who act like he's a messiah. And it's the same thing happening with this woman who's misled people repeatedly and lied to them and committed slander and defamation. Interview on Tuesday. Next step, approval and flight confirmation. I've put up with so much crap from so many people, and then for them people to abuse me because I'm being abused, it's ridiculous. We're funny when the bulky, heavy stuff travel with. Devet said, I would not fuss over those who only talk. Your actions speak for themselves. Yeah, but they do damage. These people do damage. When Scott Balsack's losers were running around and lying about stuff, I lost viewers who were gullible. I've also lost viewers who just don't listen. Long-term viewers who hear what they want to hear, and then they say they're offended by it. It's not my fault you hear what you want to hear. Again, unless you're abusive towards me, you've not been attacked, or a public figure, you've not been attacked by me. Hey, Devet. Yeah, Aldi is pretty affordable. Aldi is a German store. It's short for Albrecht. The guy who owns Trader, well, both of them are dead now. They died in their 90s, but they lived for a long time. Two brothers. They had Aldi Süd and Aldi Nord. And then Proudly Burmeister says, I know that people are upsetting you. We follow you because we know you speak the truth. Thank you for educating. You're very welcome, Proudly Burmeister. No, I'm not. It was someone else brought it up. I wasn't talking about it. Someone else brought it up, not me. Well, favored, thank you. Again, so this is where I'm going to say people, and this is going to hurt some feelings with nobody here, but you know what? If people are talking about me and speaking ill of me about the 9, then they're just stupid people. That's right, I said it. I didn't make a video about the family of 9. I made a video about South Africans going back to South Africa after defrauding the refugee program. I gave 3 examples. One of them was a family of 9 who indicated, whether they said it flippantly or otherwise, that they wanted to go back. Yeah, so, I really don't give a shit about, sorry, here comes the language. They got people who act like stupid morons because I didn't talk about the family. If they're too stupid to listen to what was in the video, and then I even explained it for those who are dim-witted in the second video, if they're even that dumb to understand, that's on them. That's on them. Professor G was much harsher in his video than I was. And he focused specifically on people going back. Anyway, so I talked about a whole host of things in that video, and that's what people are focused on. There's some really stupid people out there, and if it hurts their feelings, they want to lie about me. That's fine. So this little evil troll lied about my content because she's dim-witted, and now she's got people believing it. So yes, Bush Wookie, there are several people who've gone back. Reuters confirmed that. I don't look. I don't really want to talk about this. Stupid people should wear signs. You know what? And if people want to talk about me and they're upset about me, fuck them. I really don't give a crap because they're juvenile children. If they're too lazy to listen, they're too stupid to listen. Yeah, I gave that woman credit all the time for what she did. And then she goes, and yeah, she's a piece of shit. She's a filthy human being. And that's right, I said it, sweetheart. You keep defaming me and keep lying about me. Anyway, sorry. It just First off, Debbie, they're full of shit. I didn't start with the room. I started the facts. There's no story about the room. It doesn't matter about the family of 9. It doesn't matter. I talked about 3 circumstances, 3 different cases. That's one of the cases. So they're stupid people. And if they want to talk to me, and she's spreading these rumors, doesn't have the facts. She's a liar. She's the liar. I have the facts. There's more about that family. I have screenshots. We want to talk about this family of 9 being offered jobs and refusing jobs? Yes, exactly. So that woman lies and people are dumb and believe it. They're dumb and believe it. Freaking sycophantic messiah complex. Yeah, why would anybody even flippantly say they're going to go back? I mean, why would people go back? I mentioned in the video the family from Twin Falls who went back. I mentioned the 66-year-old lady from Moline, Illinois who went back. And I mentioned another family who went back, all of which Reuters reported on. Anyway. Yeah, she's a sick puppy, Veroshka. Absolutely. A demented lunatic. What gets me is just how stupid and gullible people are. The video is obviously clear. I went through and made notes about things I stated and made a second video. And you know what? I'll just start taking action against these people. Yes, Heidi, you're correct. It's strange how I discover something, I intervene, and suddenly this woman takes credit for it. Yep. Teresa says, thank you once again for everything you do for us. We can't wait to be there. I just wish someone can tell if our portal is closed now for 2 weeks. What does it mean? I don't know what that means, Teresa. Is the my case thing is what you're talking about? Well, that family of 9 was offered a job apparently and turned it down. $35 an hour. But I don't really care about the family 9. It wasn't about the family 9, but people are sit there and lie about me. Not you guys, but people lie about me. Alf Teddy, wow. Yeah, Heidi. No, it's anyway. No more credit for people who defame me. And oh, by the way, that person also lied and claimed I was making money off refugees. So I didn't get called out on it and modified the statement saying, well, he's making money off advertising. This is an entertainment news channel. And refugees is one little aspect of what I do. Yes, I do make money off of adverts. Not much, but I do. Yep, $35 an hour. But I was accused of not doing my research. I have the screenshots. Yep. Anyway, so people think they're clever. They can lie. Also, that person made a video attacking the lady who put that site together. Now, I had some knowledge of it, but I hadn't heard from October. And when the thing came out, she posted a video. She did no research. She slandered the person, claimed she was a fraud, and claimed it was a scam. I said, I don't know anything about it. I'm not involved in it. Just be careful of scams. Yeah. Anyway, so Yeah, the very thing she accused me of is what she did. Anyway, whatever. Debbie, they were offered another job. There's 4 adults in the family. 4 adults. There's more to the story than you know. Much more to the story. I don't care because the video is not about the 9. I don't know why people are obsessed with this family of 9. It's not immigration, Reno. It's refugee program. I've said that from the very beginning. People too stupid to listen, and that's what happens. Also, I've run across a few people in the past week who watched my videos and didn't listen to my advice. Leista, Mensa, Leista. They didn't listen. They heard what they wanted to hear. They ignore me. A South African told them they could do something different. They followed South African advice, and they're screwed. They're screwed. They ruined their case. Happened on a couple occasions. Oh, and McCartney got tickets too. Wow. Congratulations. Hope you go where you'd like to go. Ryan Bramley, please do not use all caps. That's not allowed. We don't allow that on the channel. I won't give you a timeout, but you didn't know better. In the private security industry, making $1 an hour. That's crazy. Emergencia Quinn, welcome to you, young lady. Favorite says, you appreciate my teenage grandkids are anxious to join their dad, praying it happens soon, okay? Oh, you want to hear the songs? People should wear signs. You make about 50 cents per hour. Oh, yeah, 50 cents per hour if I make that much, yeah. Oh, very happy. All right, so somebody wants to hear the song. Y'all gonna leave on me? Where's Arctic at tonight? I didn't know an Arctic aren't here.
Stupid people should wear signs.
Oh, there's Hendo.
So we can find a way to dodge their tanglement.
Nice to her.
Avoid their chaos more.
Say less.
Wear a sign, wear a sign. Save me from your twisted line. Wear a sign, wear a sign.
Not an adder, don't waste your time.
Politicians dance and spin. Laden lies with a practiced grin. Blame the moon, blame the stars. Blame the traffic or faulty cars. You think they're 6, not 35. Playing games to stay alive.
Well, Hendo, I didn't see you, man. It's okay, Ryan. You didn't know it. Not a problem. Only Hendo writes all caps. You're good to go, Ryan. Song is not for you, Ryan. I lost my job. It's so small.
It's hard being rich, don't you see? You're living in your fantasy.
There you go. You wanted to hear it? There's the song. Yep, that's the song. Signs of the Times. Okay. Nope, Ryan, you're fine. You just didn't know. We reserve all caps for Hendo. He's an OG moderator, and his keyboard is broken. He's too cheap to buy a new one. We've offered, but he'd rather have money in the bank than a keyboard. So, I don't know what to say about that. I gave him some merch. Couldn't convince him to change his keyboard. Yeah, you don't have to apologize, Ryan. No problem. Colonel talking money. An idiot said you make money off the refugees. That video, that woman, give him a piece of my mind. Yeah, don't worry about it, Varoshka. Hey, Dion, what's the title of the video you referred to? What are you talking about? This whole nonsense by the family? The title of that video is South African refugees, apparently, in all caps, apparently, not confirmed, want to go home. Say what? Mm-hmm. Yep. And I followed it up with twisted narratives and misrepresentations. Does that help, Dion? Read today, California CSN gave $1,200 per refugee family per month. I don't know what that is. Okay. Now it's going to be stuck in my head again. No, someone asked me to play it. Boomerang refugee. There you go. That's all right, Dion. Bush, I don't know what you're talking about. $2,200 per family. If you're talking about the grant, the federal grant is $2,450 per family. However, refugee agencies, as the director of the African Community Center pointed out in my interview with him, that would be Milan Debetek, the $2,450 refugee agencies are able to hold back legally $450 per case, and a lot of them do that. Give me a hat, a horse, and a Mauser. It's Mauser spelled a little different. It's M-A-U. The man could pass for board general. Yes. Jarrett Rugg, what's going on, man? California State Aid. Yeah, Chugsy. Yeah, that's not federal aid. Okay, got you. Okay, thank you. But Bushwookie said something else, so not sure. Jan Hendrik van dem Eve, what's going on, man? How you doing? Again, it was a lovely evening hanging out with South Africans and Americans, mostly South Africans. As I said, I saw at least one Indian family, saw a couple coloreds, but mostly Afrikaners. It was lovely. Go Navy, Courtney McBride says. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney lives in a landlocked state of Utah, a desert mountain state, a high desert chaparral, and he's in the Navy. Go figure. But to be fair, he used to live in San Diego, so it's fair enough. Okay. Rudolph Skeppers, good evening, fellow Amerikaners, South Africans, future Amerikaners. Okay, cool beans. Anyway, so we're inching up there. Good night, Art Queen. No, Cous Delaray is not one of my ancestors. Delaray, Saya Libour. Oh, Delaray. Let me show you the highlights. 4-1. Big hill for Vegas to come back. It's a weekend. Yes, Jarrett. It is a weekend, but I barely notice. I work every day. Don't really notice the weekend. So, yep. I'll tell you this much. I am not driving back up I-95. I'm going across Virginia and going up the backside. 2 weeks away. All right, Courtney, don't get nervous. We don't need any runaway grooms. There you go, Mauser. That's how it's spelled. Arnold Nevling, how you doing, man? Good to see you again. Yep. No Poiki tonight. There is a Poiki competition tomorrow, and I've been asked to be a judge. So I'll be one of 6 judges. Winnie, Gen X, what's going on? Excuse me. Rudolph, you didn't tell me where you're at. Is it a secret? How's your hip holding up? It's okay, Xavier. The drive was only 3 hours in this drive. I drove 6 hours on Wednesday to get home. It was 3 hours, a little over 3 hours to get here. It'll be more going back because I have to go further west in Virginia, up the spine. In the Shenandoah Valley. So, what are my thoughts on Arc de Triomphe? I think it's a great idea. It's long overdue. That's a boring spot where they're putting it at anyway, on the other side of the Potomac in Virginia. It's long overdue. Oh, that's right. You told me at Denver, Colorado. That's right. Well, say hi to Fonz for me. All right, Charles. That's great. Congratulations. crazy how many people have applied for this program and how many are coming over. We'll get some numbers coming up here soon, folks. 5th of May, so we're just, got 12 days away. Oh, 2 weeks still, I guess. Yep, so we'll take a look at the numbers when it comes across. So should be interesting. You're meeting Fonz tomorrow. That's cool. All right, well, Fonz ought to be able to tell you some stuff. He's been there for a bit. He's seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yep, that's a good movie, by the way. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Clint Eastwood. His spaghetti westerns were fantastic. I love them. Yep. Wasn't Eli Wallach in that one? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me see. Let's see what's in it. 1966 film. Eli Wallach, yep. Played Tuco. Lee Van Cleef, he died from cancer, unfortunately. Yep. Yep. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Il buono, il brutto, il capito. 66 Italian epic spaghetti western directed by Sergio Leone, starring Clint Eastwood as the good, Lee Van Cleef as the bad, and Eli Wallach as the ugly. The film is known for Leone's distinctive visual style, characterized by the juxtaposition of expansive wide shots, extreme close-ups, as well as highly stylized treatment of violence, tension, and gunfights. Although an Italian production, it was filmed primarily in Spain, particularly in the Tembes Desert, Almera. Released in Italy in 1966, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was subsequently distributed internationally and promoted in the United States as the third and final installment of the Dollar Trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars in '64, For a Few More Dollars in '65, and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Although the three films are connected thematically rather than through the continuous narrative, building on the growing international popularity of Leone and Eastwood, the film achieved major commercial success, grossing over $38 million worldwide against a production budget of just $1.2 million, becoming the most financially successful European westerns of its time. Huh. Yep. Frequently cited as one of the greatest and most influential Western films of all time, it has a lasting impact on filmmakers has been referenced and parodied across popular culture. Yep. In the American Southwestern, the Civil War mercenary known as Angel Eyes interrogates a former Confederate soldier to learn the alias of a man who stole a stash of Confederate gold. Mexican bandit Tuco Ramirez, fleeing from bounty hunters, is captured by an unarmed drifter he nicknames Blondie, delivers him to a sheriff and collects the bounty. Yeah, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Good stuff, man. I enjoyed it too. Good stuff. Clint Eastwood, man. He must be 94, 95 now. Let me see. Wallach and Lee Van Cleef were both passed away a long time ago for both of them. Clint Eastwood is 95. Yep. Eli Wallach passed away in 2014 at the age of 98. He was 98. My goodness. Born in 1950, Eli Herschel Wallach. Wow. He had 3 children. Born the son of Polish-Jewish immigrants. He was drafted in the United States Army in 1940. Sent to officer candidate school. Became a second lieutenant, ordered to Casablanca. Later served in France. Wow. So Lee Van Cleef died at 64. I think he died from cancer. He was in the Navy 42 to 46. And let's see. And heart disease, and a pacemaker. Throat cancer was listed secondary cause of death. Heart attack, Oxnard, 1989. He was a good actor, Lee Van Cleef. And then Clint Eastwood is 95 now. Wow. What a career. He was the 30th mayor of Carmel by the Sea in 1986 to 88. Yep. Actor, director, producer, 1954 until the present. He's been in since 1954. Wow, man. 1954. That's 46, 56, 66, 70 plus years he's been in. Oh my, that's crazy. Oh, his girlfriend Sandra Luck passed away. She lived to 2018. She was 74. Outlaw Josie Wales. She died age 74 from cardiac arrest related to breast and bone cancer. That sucks. She left $20 million in estate. Wow, that's crazy. She had some money. But Clint Eastwood's been around a long time. Yep. Wow. He's born at St. Francis Memorial Hospital in San Francisco. The Dirty Harry movies are some of my favorites with him. He's just such a range. He's done so many things. Such an amazing American. When he passes, we'll miss him. Miss him a lot. Marcus Miller's only 18 years old. Fantastic center, 13. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mike. I didn't recognize the name. Make my day. Don't know if you heard that Steve mentioned a strong Monday. I did, Marissa, and I listened to it. Yep, he was talking about a video I did a while ago. So, yeah, thank you, Steve. Okay. So that was starting to talk about the loss of skills USA in the news. Well, yeah, it's coming. Good day for Tyler. Still awake since Friday night. Enjoy the poke kernel and getting sleepy now. Too much coffee. Coffee makes you sleepy? Tombstone, Best Western. Courtney, I don't know. It's not I don't think so. And no, likes Good, Bad, the Ugly. Yep. 6 months ago, plenty of skeptics in my circle. Now, after the cancer started making their intentions clear, BE and EE intensified, kids can't get into schools and universities. Yep. Most Westerns were produced and directed by Italians. Interesting. Back to the Future, Part 3. Well, I'll see Mad Max tomorrow. It'll be the first time I've seen him since Vanderbilt Park last year. Malva pudding. We'll see. A reggae number. Okay, we can do a reggae. Hang on. John Wayne was pretty good. Courtney says, I recently saw a Soviet-made film, Cranes Are Flying. Huh. Junior school, we studied and did a recreation of the Battle of the Alamo. 2 lessons. Do not put your force in that position, stand to the last. Still in this place, but at least I had a great video call with my daughter. She's doing well. That makes everything easier. Okay, Heinrich, good to hear that part at least. All right, somebody wants to hear a reggae song. Let me see. Library. Come on, I gotta remember which one's reggae now. I'm on my laptop, so I'm using the library. Let's see. Is this reggae? Yes, this is reggae. Reconciliation's just a bumper sticker. Reconciliation's just a bumper sticker. They're not serious about it, man. ANC, man, they're making their intentions clear. Racist. Exclusion. Apartheid 2.0. Here we go, boys.
In 1994, we rise up in the sun. Walking side by side to the battle just begun. But do you believe the way with a vision so clear? Unity, the anthem of replacing fear. From the townships to the cities, hear the people sing. Freedom in the air like a new day spring. Black, white, brown, every voice in the choir. Marching hand in hand, lift the nation higher. One love, one heart, that was the plan. Build a better future for every woman and man. But somewhere down the road, a fire turned cold. Now the story gets heavy, truth must be told. Along the way, shadows started creeping in. What goes on division stirring up the wind? work as one, no matter where you're from or the color you come. But decades later, still we fight the same fight. Truth in the shadow, hidden from the light. Culture get erased in the name of change. History written, rearranged and strange. Language under pressure, identity denied. People feel forgotten, dignity pushed aside. Can't build a nation by tearing one down. Can't build a land if you silence the sound. Every room matters in the soul we share. Justice ain't justice if it isn't fair. Schools in the streets feel the shift in the tone. Communities fractured, hearts turn to stone. Say it's for the future, say it's for the past, but division and resentment only ever last. We need reconciliation, not selective truth. Not another cycle stealing hope from the youth. If we forget the dream that once made us stand, we risk losing everything we build with our hands. One love, one heart, bring it back again. Yeah, let the healing start where the hatred ends. No more destruction in unity's name. We all got a place in this African flame. Yeah. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart.
All right, reggae. There you go. Still in this place. Okay. Hopefully that University of Solidarity's building will be up and running soon. It's already running. Blood Cup. I've already been to academia. It's already running. They're building a new building. They've already had a university for some time. I was there a couple years ago. Talking about reggae, it feels like yesterday when you build Pala Pala and say, "Stay off my lawn." Yeah, it does. Please hit the like button. Good morning. That sticker wouldn't be worth the vinyl it's printed on. What sticker are you talking about, Candida? I'm lost. Oh, Yaman. Jesse came to confess Magoo, bomber, planter, head of saps, and then armed smuggler, now crickets. Bury the embarrassment. Yep. Friday Night Vibes with the Chris. Okay, big fish. Jamaican music is ironic, the most dangerous country in the Caribbean aside from Haiti. That's true. The form that we sign as applicants about the confidential, how safe our information. Okay, well, that's two different things. What do you mean? What do you mean? Confidentiality is what you're being held to. The safety of your data. How safe is data? I mean, what kind of question is that? I mean, you want me to quantify it on a scale of 1 to 10? Your data is protected. Why are you worried? Why are you worried? People freaked out at Woodmead. Nobody's data was compromised in Woodmead, to my knowledge. And the colonel coming to us from the other side, DJ, so we were turning the tables on Radio Afterlife. Yep. Number 8, steamed crabs. Okay. History wrapped in lyrics. Yep. The Mentalist. Yeah. We have Ray John in it. Yep. Seeing how common drug use there makes me worry. Where? Read something interesting in the Bible when Elijah felt overwhelmed. God said to an angel to care for him. Treatment was to rest and eat cake. Yeah, that is pretty. Hey, Dan, what's going on? No. I don't know what the deal is on that. They've had the university. I never saw it being a BE thing. Oh, Mad Max and Nations to be together. Let's dance, folks. We need DJ Silver some reggae, please. All right, well, there's that one. What was someone just saying a moment ago? Oh, steamed crabs. That's the one. 4-1 still. The clock is ticking in that game.
Crack the shell of a Baltimore dream. Obey whispers on a summer steam. Dip your hands in the Chesapeake tide. But frogs don't boil, they leap outside. Maryland crabs on the lake, so divine. But Cyril's pot ain't catching the but frogs escape. No compromise. Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking logs. You can pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick. Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking laws. You can pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick.
This one's not catching in time. Put up mute so you couldn't hear. All right, so someone asked about my military stuff. I don't have everything in front of me here, so I mean, hang on a second. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. Too many things open here. This doesn't set my awards. So, I'm in the Worldwide Association of Notable Alumni, but that's an old thing. So, your question was about. Hang on a second here. Get rid of this. So I'll leave that. Okay. Let's get back over here now. Okay. That. There we go. So, could you tell us the rank in which you retired along with any other distinctions received? Skipped autumn. It's cold, huh? Really knackered. Okay. Jet lag. I bet you are. Welcome to America, Rudolph. My motto is, if it's too loud, you're too old. Do you like your music loud? Yeah, I do, Marissa. Okay, so Virginia has redistricted, unfortunately, that way. No, it's been declared unconstitutional. We'll see if it lasts. Yeah, Heidi says jet lag's good problem now. All right, so Devet Martins wants to hear about my honors. Let me see something here real quickly. So, if I can find what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a photograph here. So, yeah, look at my decorations. I can't remember them all. So, there's a lot of them actually. Not boasting, just stating fact. Go to my channel. There we go. View my channel. Okay, let's see this photograph. I want to just load the photograph. I'm trying to see the photograph, so I'm doing it. So. I just want to see the picture. It won't let me do it. Stupid thing. I just have to do it from that tiny picture there. I can't see. That's too far down. Nothing here. Maybe under images. Well, there's a partial one. That one give me. So the China file. That's funny. China file is a picture of me. So that's an incomplete one. But let me see. That'll help me. Well, that's stupid. Can't see that's not a complete picture. Oh boy. That's not dumb too. There we go. If I can get that one up. What the hell is that? Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, I can't see that very well. All right. Yeah. So that's not helping. Hey, Orc. I have no idea how many awaiting 25. Nobody knows, Antelope. No one knows. That's information. Hey, Mad Max. People have been asking about you for some time now. So I said we'll see you tomorrow. And Ignatius? Am I going to meet Ignatius tomorrow? All right. So I don't have a picture of myself right now. So I'll just tell you that I have some unit awards. I have the Valorous Unit Award for combat action against the Republican Guard, the Talakanda Division, during the Gulf War. That was awarded to my unit. Unit awards are worn over your right pocket, over here. It looks left on the screen, but it's my right pocket. And I have Valorous Unit Award, which is decorated my battalion, 3rd Battalion, 8th Cavalry. And so if you serve in that unit when it's awarded a presidential award, then you wear that award the rest of your life. Anyone subsequently assigned to that unit has to wear that award while they're there. Then I have the Presidential Unit Citation, 3 different decorations, once at U.S. Africa Command, once at National Security Agency, and once at Defense Intelligence Agency. All 3 of those. So I never thought I'd have those awards. I have 3 of them. I have Legion of Merit was awarded to me, Defense Meritorious Service Medal multiple times, the Army Meritorious Service Medal multiple times, the Joint Combination Medal, the Army Combination Medal, I think 8 times, the Joint Service Achievement Medal and the Army Achievement Medal multiple times, National Defense Service Medal, Southwest Asia Kuwait Campaign Ribbon, Kosovo Campaign Ribbon, Bosnia Campaign Ribbon, Saudi Arabia Award for Defense of Kuwait, Kuwaiti Liberation Medal from Kuwait, Armed Forces Services Medal. I don't know, there's 21 ribbons. I don't really keep track of them all. It's just a lot. It's not something I pay a lot of attention to. I have to look. I have it written down somewhere, but not on my laptop. It's not here. So I'll just read this to you. So Colonel William Wyatt is a professional military officer with extensive pedigree of accomplishments that allowed him the honors that he's received with merit and glory. He's a very extensive profile in the security sector. He stands alone with the international development education field experiences in Africa, Europe, Southwest Asia, and North America. From his early childhood, he was raised on a farm. This is a man who is self-taught, self-educated in world events, and has now been given the gavel to teach those who are honored by his presence. Still an active duty colonel, this is a couple years ago. He's an educator, motivator at the U.S. Army College, where his passion for Africa is taught to a global audience. He's been honored with rebuilding the Armed Forces of Liberia. He traveled the world and imparted his wisdom of a human performance specialist to all that were under his command. Who is William Chris Wyatt? He's a specialist, extensive experience and a background that has credibility for the many venues that he has achieved. He was Chief Office of Security Cooperation Liberia at the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, Chief Office of Security Cooperation in Botswana, U.S. Embassy in Botswana, Chief of the Southern African Branch, the African Command, United States Department of Defense, Chief of the Office of Security Cooperation in Niger, the Department of Defense, Chief of the Office of Security Cooperation in Mauritania, Senior African Foreign Area Officer, J5, U.S. African Command, Senior Military Advisor, U.S. Mission, the African Union, and now U.S. Army Director of African Studies, Army War College. Without question, he's a man of unquestioned integrity and one that has mastered the world in the manning of men who have accomplished great feats under his command. He was trained as a foreign area officer, a linguist of 6 languages, an expert in the field of counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and signals intelligence, national security strategy. He is an educator teaching national security studies and responsible for the African Studies program. Mr. Wyatt is well versed and trained in security assistance, security cooperation, security sector reform. As we chatted, I said the following to him: "You can walk into any Fortune company in this registry and realign the thinking and vision of that company. You built an army from bare scratch, and when you were left there, there were 237 soldiers ready to, 2,137 to defend their mother country. You've accomplished incredible positions in the U.S. Army and have the awards and accolades as proof. For all these wonderful things in your life, they should be taught, shared, and exposed to the world. So to all the fine members of this registry that would enjoy meeting Colonel Wyatt, please do so at the following address. After a brief conversation, you will come away with the same feeling I did. This is a man that can impact and change your life with his visions of the future as well as a wonderful story of his past. Richard Anthony, Senior Director of the Who's Who." Yep. That's what the Who's Who wrote about me a few years ago when I was still in the Army. What a string of accolades. Thank you, Heidi. I forgot that one. It's still 4-1, 12 minutes left. It looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are going to go down in defeat tonight. Forgot to add that one. I have to update my CV. Do they have specializations? I'm just curious. To those people that do have a specialization, I'm just curious. Anyway. Please give Ignatius a birthday hug from his mom. Anyway, yeah. So, and that's publicly available information about me. His kind words, but the accomplishments and the positions are all factual. There's no AI involved here, no nonsense. Candida says, "I agree, you do impact and change our lives. Thank you for all you do for us." It's my pleasure. It's look, let me just say this very quickly. I've spent my entire life helping other people. I've spent my entire life developing subordinates, training people to replace me, educating, counseling, coaching, mentoring, and it's been a distinct pleasure of mine. I've truly, truly enjoyed it. And all along the way, throughout my life, I've met people who've tried to prevent me from succeeding over and over again. And without embarrassing some of them, I won't do that. But I have overcome all of those asshats, every one of them. Every one of them. Someone who envied my success and tried to circumvent that. And I had a general call me and said, "What the hell's going on?" I said, "Well, this is a situation." And the general said, "Yeah, that guy's got a problem. Thanks for filling me in." Throughout my career, I've had people try to undermine me, and people with small minds and tiny egos, well, big egos and tiny minds. When do I write my memoirs? Well, the problem is I have to write the G-rated memoirs. You know, if I name names and give dates, a lot of people's feelings are going to be hurt, and a lot of stuff I can't share. A lot of things will go to the grave. I have secrets I can never reveal. So, when someone is God sent doing God's work, the victory is coming. Rest well and eat cake. Eat cake. Okay. Yeah, inspirations keep pushing through. Yep. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Didn't you just fly, Kathy? I'm getting confused now. Everybody keeps coming over. Oh, not everybody. Many people. Lots of poikies taste tomorrow. Better not eat breakfast. Yes, we'll see how that goes. Oh, Vegas is not getting it done, man. It sucks. Anyway, so for those who tuned in late, this is my haul today. 1 pound of Thorvus. This is from Blackie's Biltong Box. Another pound of Thorvus. And these chili biltong. Yes. Can't wait to enjoy that. Blackie's biltong. Chili biltong. Good stuff, man. Oh my goodness. I like this packaging. It really does that. So cool. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can reseal it. That's the problem. So I'll have to wait till I get home and mess with the dual voice. And I got myself a t-shirt, scored this one. This is pretty good as t-shirts go. They charge so much for t-shirts these days. These guys only charge $25 for this bad boy. Little postage stamp like a springbuck on there, South African, and then really large in the back. I think it's too large to be honest, but that's nice. So scored that one for myself today. So met some really lovely people, including Jan, who runs the event. Really, really good people. I had such a nice time today. Yeah, so looking forward to tomorrow. And they asked me if I want to speak tomorrow. I said it's very kind of them. I'd love to be able to get some time to speak. Buy a beer as soon as he gets there. Well, thank you, Abe Albie Meyer. Thank you. More than just deny. Some people do not think this refugee program is not going to be easy. Some don't want the easy, but realize too late. Mary Cat, have a good one there. That is a cool t-shirt, Debbie. Yep. Come in hordes tomorrow. Refugees by the dozens. A few minutes to go. Sends message by the originals. Okay. Phoenix, that's right, Kathy. Thank you. I can't keep things straight in my head. Yeah, congrats, says Andrew. Oh, excuse me. Okay, guys, I got rugby at 7:45. Stormers, and I've still got to set the lineup, so I'm going to hit the rack here shortly. I'm going to get something to eat. I got a sandwich here because I'm still hungry, even though I ate earlier at the Bry. So thank you all. Oops, did they score again? I think they scored again. My goodness. Vegas is being outmatched by Utah, and they're division champs. They were playing so well to finish the season. Mark Stone looks very unhappy. He's the captain. Very unhappy. I wish they'd go back to the scoreboard. They're focused on Mark Stone. This is ridiculous. Still no score. Come on, what's the score? No, it's still 4-1, not 5-1. Okay. All right, guys. It's an hour and a half. I'm going to hit the rack. Thank you all so much. We'll chat again on Saturday. Feel free to come over to Rugby and Senate and catch my broadcast there, okay? Thanks for coming, Rich. We all appreciate it, bottom of our hearts. No, Max, I'm looking forward to seeing folks tomorrow. I'm going to be excited, okay? It should be a lot of fun. Cool beans. Let's just talk about good stuff tomorrow, okay? Y'all have a good night.